Sonyan, let me tell you something. That trailer ain't the only thing that extended today. My fault, gang. So today, again, at D23, they held their Kingdom Hearts recap panel, as far as I'm aware. Again, I was not able to catch this one. I was at work. I couldn't do anything about that. And they decided to show off the actual extended trailer of the Coco World reveal trailer, right? Because, you know, they showed us the chopped, like, you know, teaser for this trailer yesterday, right? That's incredible. That's great. And this new trailer, this full trailer actually gives us so much. Like, it gives us an absurd amount. Like, I was initially just gonna ramble on, you know, to just talk about the things I was excited about, but I'm like, let me actually go back through, like, just comb through again and see everything that's worth, like, acknowledging. And it is a lot. Like, based on yesterday and today, like, the difference is stark. And it's only, like, 2.5 extra minutes of content. It's crazy. It's crazy. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this now, right? So we're going to go bit by bit, piece by piece, talk about everything, because I just want to yap about this trailer. I'm so incredibly excited, and this little bit that they showed gave us so much more to be excited about, right? So starting off, you know, we have the trailer opening the same way that it did yesterday with Miguel talking to Hector and, you know, getting ready, preparing for his performance and stuff like that. Same shenanigans of Sora, you know, beating down the Heartless during the concert. Cool, whatever, fine. Right, but then it starts bleeding into the new stuff pretty much immediately. We first get to that first glimpse, that first shot of Strelitzia acknowledging and introducing Sora to the world of Quadratum from that apartment building. But I think this is going to be the real shot, right? The one that we saw back in 2022, that one was like just the what's the word I'm looking for here? Basically the blueprint that they were working on. Like, this is what it's going to, this is what the general idea is going to look like, right? That was just the concept. So this is what the actual cutscene looks like. This is them actually introducing Sora to Quadratums, primarily Strelitzia, right? So this is like the beginning of the game, most likely, where we're first waking up with Sora in Quadratum. So that's really cool. It looks very, very pretty. It looks nice, you know, sunset and all. It looks great, proper coloring and everything like that. I like it that they did it this way. I think this has a lot more aura to it, you know what I'm saying? So it looks a lot prettier, a lot cleaner, right? One of the next major shots that we need to acknowledge is, you know, more of Sora in Quadratum. Him and Strelitzia are, like, out on the streets, holding, they're just on their phones, scrolling like proper Gen Zs, bro. Or like Sora's 17 now, so he's like Gen Z. And he's you know, he's mentioning something about Dandelion Dispatch. I can only imagine what exactly that means. My guess is obviously because, you know, everybody from Union Cross got just completely eradicated. Dandelion Dispatch is essentially all of, like, a bunch of, like, different members of Dandelion, or just, like, the overall, like, I don't want to say army per se, but like defense of, you know, Quadratum Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the prime defense of Quadratum Tokyo against the Heartless threat, now that that's, you know, a prime present thing because they brought it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, what was it? It was somewhere. I think it was in, like, one of the cutscenes or something like that, that it was acknowledged that the concept of Heartless... Oh, no, it was in the last trailer that we saw. The concept of Heartless wasn't there until it was brought there by others. And I have to imagine that definitely started with, you know, all of the members and people that got eradicated during Union Cross, that got transferred here after the events of Union Cross. So, Dandelion Dispatch, that's them. You know what I'm saying? I imagine, or at least I imagine that's the prime of them. I could be wrong on that. I don't entirely know. I could be completely wrong. Who knows, right? I obviously know that most of them got turned into Dream Eaters and stuff like that, but there probably are a good few, like Strelitzia, a lot of them that, like, actually died during the war, and stuff like that, that made it to Quadratum, and this is the remnants of them. This is Dandelion Dispatch, right? So that's where my head is at with that, right? So that's cool. Obviously, we get a glimpse of the Magitech ships. I believe that's what they're called, from Final Fantasy Versus 13. Another, you know, major Nomura element that he refuses to let go, so he's got to shoehorn that in. Cool. I'm with it, you know. That, like, modern tech type situation is so foreign to Kingdom Hearts, but I'm super with it, right? I'm definitely down for them to mix that. But like, it's so weird. Like, one of the most jarring shots of this trailer so far of anything we've seen for me is Sora utilizing that phone. Like, him on a phone is just so like strange, you know what I'm saying? Like, him using, he knows how to use it now because of the gummy phone, but even throughout Kingdom Hearts 3, he barely knew how to use that damn phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was an islander through and through, and I love that about him. So I don't know, him getting used to more technology and stuff like that is cool to me, right? And more on Sora, you know, a glimpse of him being like a real hero, him like actually acknowledging like these people are in genuine danger, you know what I'm saying? Like, him running up that bus to save the woman and her cat, that's so cool. Like, that's my boy, that's my hero, that's my GOAT, you know what I'm saying? I love that. That was an amazing shot to show, right? And by that time, you know, he's already gotten acquainted with a good couple of them. So I imagine around this time, he's starting to get acquainted with the other Keyblade wielders that have passed on and made it to Quadratum, like Volley, Sigurd, obviously Strelitzia, all of them. So he's getting to know a lot of them and stuff like that. So that's really, really, really cool. I love that they're becoming friends, and they're, you know, it's just nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a juxtaposition to have, like, you know, I mean, I guess not really anymore with like Kingdom Hearts 3 being present with like so many Keyblade wielders and stuff like that, but like these like ancient Keyblade wielders, like more people that are just, that haven't been acknowledged by the story in so long, Sora working alongside them, it feels so refreshing to see, you know, something like this in this caliber, you know what I'm saying? So it's really, really cool. I'm really happy that this is a thing that's happening. Next, we get an extended look at what Mickey was doing with, you know, maybe what looks to be potentially, somebody called it the Book of Prophecies. I don't know about that, but if it is the Book of Prophecies that he stumbled upon, that would definitely make sense. I don't think it is, but he stumbled upon a book. We don't 100% know what it is for sure just yet, but he is traversing through this book and getting information that way, right? I imagine it's going to be a good couple of Mickey sections that are going to be continuously unlocked, you know, whatever Sora's up to, whatever Donald and Goofy up to, whatever, you know, everybody's up to, the more we progress, the more he's going to be able to get through that book and find out more information about Quadratum and how to actually save Sora and potentially all of the other people that are trapped there too, right? So I feel like, you know, that's what the whole point of that Mickey section is them introducing those little miniature sections that we're going to be going through with as Mickey, you know what I'm saying? And they made it like a really fun, cute little like Disney, like Paper Mario type situation where you have the little 2D platforming sections, and then you have the 3D like Mega Mickey origami section, which is really, really cool, and that's really neat. So that's going to be a really fun section to explore. I'm very, very much looking forward to that, right? So that's really, really cool. The next thing that we have here is an extended look at what's going on with Donald and Goofy. Again, you know, they went to the underworld to talk to Hades to confirm whether or not, you know, Sora didn't like pass on and like straight up die and end up in hell, you know what I'm saying? So the first thing they did was, you know, contact the Lord of the Dead, Hades, that makes sense, and confirming, no, he's not here, right? And, you know, this is, you know, their idea was to maybe try and get to contact Sora through Hades in some way, shape, or form. So we have, you know, a playable section now with Donald and Goofy. You can see in the top right corner, once they get to fighting Heartless, you know, it's like waves of Heartless and stuff like that. Kind of like the situation that we had with Riku and Mickey in Kingdom Hearts 3 when they were in the Realm of Darkness and they were fighting like hordes of Heartless and stuff like that. And I think that's really, really neat. Like, that part is, weirdly enough, like strangely enough, I don't know why it got me like this, but that's like one of the most exciting parts of that trailer is actually seeing Donald and Goofy in action. It looks like fun. It looks like so much fun. Like, I'm actually like so excited to be able to play as my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that they are that powerful and we get to utilize that, like, it's a trip. Like, I didn't think it would get me like that. Like, I saw them surf and I'm like, oh, that's fun, like a little mini game. And then I saw them whooping ass. I was like, wait, no way. Like, no way, yo. Like, that's incredible. Like, it looks so good. They look so fun to play, and they look so fluid, and they look like they got some sauce to their combat. And on top of that, you know, the way that they mix moves just like they were doing in Kingdom Hearts 3 and stuff like that is just astounding to see. Like, seeing them fight together, they really are the Knight's Guards, you know what I'm saying? Or the King's Guards. Like, they are like that. They are them. Like, I'm more excited to play them than I am to see those Mickey sections. Like, that's how excited I am to be able to play as Mickey and Donald. Or what? Donald and Goofy. What the hell was that? I'm very, very excited to see what that brings, right? And I have a few guesses as to what's happening with that, right? I think somehow, right? A couple of things about this all, right? The next thing that they show is them in, I'm so sorry if I butcher the name or if I get the name completely wrong, Costa de la Cruz. It's been so long since I've seen Coco, I don't know what the name of the area is, and I'm basing it off what Hector said, but they are in Costa de la Cruz, they are in the world of Coco, and they look great, they look amazing, the world looks amazing, and I imagine we're going to face a similar situation in which we get there with Donald and Goofy, and we're probably going to have to fight off hordes of Heartless. What I'm guessing is that somehow they are able to make it to Costa de la Cruz through the underworld, because, you know, Lord of the Dead, you know, the whole theming of the world, that world is, you know, the land of the dead, you know what I'm saying? Like, they pass on, and, you know, it's just kind of souls wandering until they are fully forgotten. Like, once somebody forgets that they exist, that's when they are truly good and gone, right? And so I imagine that somehow what they've got going on with Hades is what leads them to that world. And I feel like it's gonna be a constant thing like that. Like, somehow, you know, they're going to find ways to connect to Sora through these different worlds, through these different means, by getting to these worlds by different means of how he's getting there, right? So I think that, you know, that connection is completely, like, it's just perfect. It makes total sense, and that's how they're gonna get there, right? Now, what I'm seeing is that, like, obviously, you know, we're saying, like, oh, they're in the same place, that's cool, that's great. They're not gonna be able to get to each other yet. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think, you know, based on the fact that we go throughout this entire world and we see Sora fighting alone, we see him fighting with, obviously, Miguel and Hector, and then we see him fighting against that heartless boss or whatever that is by himself. That's like, maybe that's a mid-boss, I don't know. I don't think that they're going to completely 100% reunite just yet, right? I think this is going to be a mixture of like a Kingdom Hearts 1 situation back in Traverse Town, where they're always just missing each other. They're just missing each other, and it's going to be so frustrating throughout the game until at the end they finally reunite once they get Sora out of Quadratum. But obviously, releasing Sora out of Quadratum is probably going to unleash another major problem or something, right? That's what I'm guessing first. And then on top of that, I think it's going to be like another Dream Drop Distance situation, where kind of like in, you know, in Traverse Town, when Sora and Riku were taking the Mark of Mastery, they were on opposite sides of one another. They couldn't reach each other, right? They were able to acknowledge, you know, the other side through their respective stories, through their respective like perspectives, but they weren't able to actually interact with each other, nor were the, you know, half of the Tweewee crew, right? So I imagine it's going to be a similar situation here, in which either they're going to be just missing each other all the time, and they're going to be constantly collecting information on each other, like, oh, they were just here, or, oh, he was just here, yada, yada, yada. I feel like most likely it's going to be Donald and Goofy following in Sora's footsteps. Like, they're just going to be missing him every time. And I think at some point they're going to get there early enough to maybe help him out. Right? Because obviously I don't think that the way that they're getting to Costa de la Cruz is through Quadratum. They're getting through by a different means. So that's where my head is at when it comes to that aspect, right? And I think, you know, they're not going to reunite until like the ass end of the game. Like, I think they've built up the aspect of Quadratum way too much for them to just be like, oh, yep, they're together now. And we're going to, like, no, like, they've just, based on what we've seen from the trailer in this, they're not going to reunite them that early. And that's okay, right? I'm more than emotionally prepared to be stomped on in my heart by this. So that's where my head is at with that. But overall, I think it's really, really neat that they made it to Costa de la Cruz. I think it's really, really cool that we're going to probably be able to fight Heartless and protect people as Donald and Goofy in that respective realm. So that's awesome, right? The next major thing is that Lushu, Xigbar, is in Quadratum and immediately acknowledges that Xehanort, or young Xehanort specifically, is there as well. Like, he's just kind of walking around umbrella in tow. He's sauced out of his mind, but he's still a quote-unquote old coot as far as Xigbar is aware, right? Obviously, you know, Lushu, Xigbar definitely has other, like, motives and stuff like that. Likely getting ready to, if he hasn't already reunited with the Master of Masters with a plan in motion to do something. And maybe Xemnas is probably not going to be a part of that. I think Xemnas has completely different motives this time around now that he's learned, right? Because we saw him and Ericus pass on, so it makes sense that he's in Quadratum, but it is weird that he took on his younger form, but I feel like they're going to utilize that for something. I think he's going to probably try and play a third party type situation, but then he's going to be like, no, hold on, this is low-key my fault for getting them up to this point. Let me step in and do something. So I feel like that's going to be another type situation where he's going to step in, right? It's going to be them taunting him throughout the entirety of the game, like, what, you're really just going to act like you're all innocent, like you have nothing to do with this? Like, yeah, you keep playing the innocent old coot, the bystander, you do what you want, but us, we got bigger plans in motion. Either join us or die with these fools again, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what they could be leaning towards, but I could be wrong. Obviously there could be more at play here, but based on the last trailer that we saw with Xemnas, young Xehanort helping Sora, kind of, or not helping him per se, but like kind of just acknowledging him, keeping the umbrella over him to protect him from the rain. There's something more at play with him. We don't know what it is yet, but I'm so excited to see what. So that's really, really cool. And then the last major reveal is something we've been knowing, but just seeing it here we saw it in the coolest way possible. Riku made it to Quadratum, and he ready to put belt to ass, bro. He ready to put belt to ass, boy. He ready to do it, and I'm so goddamn excited, boy. He Keyblade in tow. He stepped down, protected Strelitzia or Sigurd or somebody, and he facing down 3 of them boys. He'd be like, man, y'all were breakfast in the realm of darkness. I got it. You know what I'm saying? So we're probably going to be fighting alongside Riku as well. And that is so exciting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and what's crazy is that Riku definitely took on the Quadratum look, and he actually does look a little different now. And that's great, because it's going to be really weird if Yozora is present and we see them face to face. Like, it's going to be very awkward. You know, how similar they do have. They got some similarities to them, you know what I'm saying? But not as much anymore. Like, I'm definitely seeing more of a difference this time around. So that is really, really exciting to see. That being said, I think we have gone through every major reveal from this extended trailer, which again is a lot. It's a lot more than I thought that they would show, right? I was low-key, I'm not disappointed. Oops, sorry again. I'm not disappointed per se, but I am a little surprised that we didn't just get another world reveal. But maybe it's because it's too early. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure they want to spread out all the major Kingdom Hearts news throughout the next coming months, or throughout this next coming year before the release in of itself, so that we have a lot more to chew on, a lot more to enjoy and stuff like that. So that's cool. That's great. That's dandy. I'm more than willing to hold the fort down. You know what I'm saying? Hold the fort. I'm not in the fort. But I'm willing to hold it down, bunker down, and just wait for that next major trailer, whenever that so happens to be. Because now we're at a point where they could just decide, hey, we're going to drop news on like a random Tuesday. Just because they can, you know? Because if there was any other time, I mean, obviously, they could definitely reveal more major news in like the next State of Play or the next Nintendo Direct and stuff like that. But here's my thing. Now that I know that the game is basically finished and that we have a lot to look forward to now, and like we know when we're gonna see it, like late next year, I can breathe a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting there for every single like major event for like, you know, every Nintendo Direct, every State of Play, every, you know, Summer Games Fest or whatever. I mean, obviously, I'd look forward to it if we did get more there, which seems likely now, but I'm not going to be like if we don't get anything, I'm not going to, you know, shit bricks or anything like that. I'll be okay now that I know that the game is coming, right? So I'm more than okay if they were to keep even more under wraps, because I don't want a Kingdom Hearts 3 situation where they revealed way too much before we got the game. I want them to be sparing with what they actively show us, right? I don't want to know all the Disney Worlds. I don't want to know all the characters that are going to show up. I don't want to know every single little detail now, right? I want to be surprised in the actual game in of itself at some points. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. But I think with that being said, I have said my piece and I'm passing the mic over in your direction. I want you guys to tell me everything that you're thinking in the comment section below. Did you enjoy this panel? Did you enjoy the extended look at the Kingdom Hearts 3 Coco trailer where they revealed so much? Are you excited to play in Casa de la Cruz with Sora, with Miguel, with Hector? Are you excited to play as Donald and Goofy, Mickey, Riku, and stuff like that? There's something that I forgot to mention, but whatever, I'll talk about it in a different video, I'm sure. Are you excited for everything that they showcased here, or are you on the opposing side? This trailer didn't really do it for you. You're still not really sold. Maybe you're not into Kingdom Hearts, and that's why, but I can't imagine why you wouldn't be otherwise. Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, it does appear to be Skadale o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and do just that. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone, so thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!
Doing donuts in a bin. I stay funky. Battle goes wherever I am. I stay funky. I don't know who's ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. I stay funky. Honey's taking back to the crib. I stay funky. Get the club popped off like pain. I stay funky. I don't know.